Shalom. It's the brother Quina, back with another lesson. I'd like to start off by giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakradash. Peace and blessings to all the brothers in this truth. Today's lesson is going to be entitled Tunnel Vision in the Truth, right? Because when you're in this truth, you got to have tunnel vision because, you know, we face with a lot of temptations on a day-to-day basis, you know, trying to knock us off our square, you know, trying to distract us, trying to keep our mind, you know, elsewhere, you know, trying to, you know, convince us that, you know, the activities of today is more important than opening this book. Even if you open the book and read a chapter or two, if you know what I'm saying? But not just reading it though, right? If you open a book every day, you know what I'm saying? And read a chapter or two, you know, and watch a video or two or something like that. Even if it's something to that extent that's keeping you, you know, that's going to keep the wheels in your head turning, you know, because you might acquire something in one of those chapters that you read that you didn't know before, or you might acquire something in one of those videos or that video that you watched for the day that you didn't know before. And so that's why it's, you know, we have to have tunnel vision in the truth, because the whole purpose of getting in this truth is for salvation, you know, and you just gotta, you know, through it all, we gotta fight, you know what I mean? We gonna be faced with all different types of temptation, you know, whether it be, you know, whether it come from friends, family, co-workers, or pure strangers you don't know nothing about, you know what I mean? But you got to remember what we doing this for. So I was trying to put this video together, and I was only able to come up with a couple precepts, right? Like pertaining to this. And I'm gonna start in the book of Romans, 8th chapter, the 33rd verse, and it says, "Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? It is the Most High that justifieth." Right? So when you trying to stay focused, right? Like I was saying, you might encounter, you know, whatever it may be, any type of temptation. You know what I mean? That's you know, that's coming. That could be coming directly from the Lord. You know what I mean? That could be coming directly from his angels that he sent. You know what I mean? The people that he sent, the angels that he sent to tempt you. You know what I mean? But it says, "Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? It is the Most High that justifieth. Who is he that condemneth? It is Yahweh Shai that died, yea, rather that is risen again, who is even at the right hand of the Most High, who also maketh intercession for us." Right? So whatever type of temptation that you face with, that's trying to, you know, whether you know if it's trying to knock you off your square or not, right? Because sometimes things happen so fast, you can't even really process it. But whether you know if it's trying to knock you off your path or not, when it was just saying, I'm going to reread 34, "Who is he that condemneth? It is Yahweh Shai that died, yea, rather, that is risen again, who is even at the right hand of the Most High, who also maketh intercession for us." So he makes us acceptable, you know, for the Most High. So if you the elect and you in this truth and you constantly facing with all different types of temptations and stuff like that, you know, things just steady happening, you know what I mean? You can't really get focused, you know, how you want to, or whatever the case may be, you got the most, you got Yahweh Shai working directly with the Lord to, to kind of keep you going. You know what I mean? You might fall off a little bit here and there, but you stand going. You stand going. I ain't saying, slack or nothing like that. I'm just saying people is faced with different types of situations, to the which could explain why they not doing the work how they would want to. Nobody in particular, just, trying to break down the scriptures, right? But the Yahweh Shai, he is, whenever we face with situations like that, we got him, he on our team. You know what I'm saying? That's what that word intercession means is, he's kind of like the third party getting us, to be acceptable to the Most High, right? Verse 35, it say, who shall separate us from the love of Yahweh Shai? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? So meaning nothing going to be able to, if you be the elect, nothing's going to be able to take you from eventually, getting all the way locked in. You know what I mean? Like you might be faced with something today that might kind of throw you off, but tomorrow you right back at it. You know what I mean? Tomorrow you right back at it. Your mind always focused on, the truth. Everything that you go through, any type of situation that you encounter, you always probably think of a scripture of that situation that you just went through. You know what I mean? You're going to always somehow, some way find a way, no matter what it be through. Tribulation, distress, persecution, famine, nakedness, peril, or sword. You know what I mean? And that's what that's saying. Verse 36, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Which explain why when you just be thinking to yourself, man, all I want to do is just get in the truth, stay on the truth, and just, just stay focused, stay out the way, just stay in the truth. But things study happening. That's because as trying to be men of the Lord and trying to stay focused in this thing, it's not easy. You know what I mean? Because you got the angels on the left hand side of the Most High. They they doing their job too. And if you in this truth, then you know what the left side represents. If you're on the left side of the Most High, you know what that represents. You know what I mean? And they got a job to do just as well as the angels on the right side of the Most High got a job to do. But that's all part of the trial that it speaks about in the in the scriptures. Through much trial and tribulation shall thou enter into the kingdom of heaven. Just roughly paraphrasing. You know what I mean? This is not going to be easy. On a day-to-day basis, this is not going to be easy. But we gotta keep that tunnel vision, right? Verse 37, and it says, nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. Just talking about Yahweh Shai. He sacrificed himself for us. That's that intercession. He sacrificed himself for us, so that when it comes down to us, you know what I mean? Because the Most High, we only got grace through Yahweh Shai, right? And so when it's talking about the intercession, that's his purpose, is to keep us kind of in the good graces with the Most High. Because without him, it will be no us, right? It say, verse 38, for I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, right? Nor angels, which meaning the negative angel, the bad angel, the ones that's sitting on the left-hand side. Those angels, like I said, they got a job to do, and it's not to help us. They job is to test us in, some of the worst ways possible, which is the trial and tribulation, which is part of the trial and tribulation that we the trial and tribulation and temptation that we got to go through to prove ourselves worthy. You know what I mean? For the Most High. And we got Yahweh Shai up there being a mediator as well, right? Nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come. So things that we're going through right now, we go through different things every day, right? So you go through something today, you get through that, right? By the grace of God, right? Because potentially you might be one of the elect, right? So you get through that through the by the grace of God, but then you tomorrow you wake up, Lord willing, and then you going through something else all over again. And you just thinking to it like, man, when is this gonna stop? When is this, man? Damn, I just want to get in the truth. I just, want to stay focused, but it's hard. Right? Nay, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. Right? They say, oh no, Salaki, I was down here, verse 38. Yeah, it says, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come. Right? So no matter what it is, you're going to get through it. As long as, the Lord is dealing with you and you staying focused and you trying on a day-to-day basis, then eventually you're going to get through whatever obstacle that's placed in front of you for the day. Right? Verse 39. Nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High, which is in Yahweh Shai, our Lord. Right? I'm gonna jump over to the next book, 1 Corinthians, chapter 9. Starting at verse 23. And it says, and this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partaker thereof with you. Right? We doing this for the gospel's sake, that we might be partakers of the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Right along with the rest of the elect and Yahweh Shai. Right? So this is the whole purpose why we gotta stay focused. We gotta keep that tunnel vision. Verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize, so run that ye may obtain. Right? So you got to put your work in, right? You got to put your work in to get what you got coming for you. You know what I mean? If you're trying to win first place in the race, you know what I'm saying? You gotta enter into the race. You got to show up. You got to go out there and you got to race. You know what I mean? You're not going to get your prize for just saying, oh yeah, I want to get in the race, but then not showing up and they still expecting a prize. Nah, it don't work like that. Right? I got a precept right quick. Hold on. This is James 2:20. But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he had offered Isaac his son upon the altar? Seest thou how faith wrought with his work, and by works was faith made perfect, right? So it's faith without works is dead. You know what I mean? You can't expect to win. I mean, you can't expect to get a medal, you know what I'm saying, for the race and not race. You can expect to get salvation, you know what I'm saying, and not do what the Lord is asking you to do. You know, trying to follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying? Getting in this word, reading this truth, learning, acquiring it. You know what I'm saying? Digesting it. You know, spitting it back out to the, to the law sheet. Potentially waking up the elect. That's the duty. That's our job. Right? That's the whole purpose of this. Where'd I leave off at? Verse 25. And I'm back in 1 Corinthians 9:25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. And every man that the Lord chose to, to do this job, right? He's striving for salvation. And anything that comes in his way, he's gonna knock that out the way, because the Lord got him set up for that. Right? The Lord, Yahushua, is making sure that his chosen is gonna stay on course. Now with Salaki. Right. We still in verse 25. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. Right? So we doing this because we looking for everlasting salvation. You know what I mean? We trying to defeat death. You know what I mean? We trying to please the Lord, and we trying to be part of those first fruits that's going to inherit the kingdom. You know what I mean? And everybody else, they doing what they doing. All these people in the world, these worldly, you know what I'm saying? These worldly things that these people doing, for their money, for the riches, you know what I'm saying? For popularity, that crown that they receive is corruptible. You know what I mean? The crown that we're going to receive is incorruptible. Verse 26. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight. So fight I, not as one that beateth the air. So this is not, done in vain. You know what I mean? This is not done for no reason. This that we doing, it's a purpose, whether it seems like it now or not. This is a purpose. And the reason why I just read James 2:20, faith without works is dead, because you're going to be judged by your works. That was the last of that. Hopefully this is an edifying video. Till the next time, Shalom.